There's no Steve right now because he already knows how to play this game. So he doesn't have to sit in on the tutorial learning part of this game. So he's hanging out with Xena, feeding her dinner, or slash maybe eating his own dinner. So that's the background noise you hear. So anyway, let me quickly tweet that we are live. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, da. Coolies. Woohoo! Pausing that. There's like a lot of stuff that goes on. Okay, and that's E.G. drinking water. Maybe Xena. Right, so I asked on Twitter, because I am in love with Twitter polls, apparently, for these streams. And y'all wanted to see us play Ticket to Ride, the new Ticket to Ride. And so, we're gonna do it! I'm kidding. This is the new Ticket to Ride that is a Target exclusive. It's the kids version. It's for ages 6 and up. Ticket to Ride First Journeys. And if we have time, we might play this tonight. It's a fun little TTR, brain when you're brain dead. It's cool. But this actually is not what we're playing tonight. We are playing the other new Ticket to Ride, which is Ticket to Ride Rails and Sails. So this is a thicker box by a lot. It's also more expensive. It's about $80 MSRP, I believe. But it's also a heavier game in general, like physically and mentally. It plays in about 2 hours according to the box. And you play on either the whole world, oh my goodness, the whole world, or on the Great Lakes. And I asked Twitter about an hour and a half before the stream which they would like us to do. And they voted on the Great Lakes. So we're going to play the Great Lakes today. So there you go. So now we'll do glorious overhead shot. Don't mind my adult beverage as we open. Da da da. Do you want to grab one of the playmats from up above so that we can do the? We like to use card playmats for the draw piles, just because it makes picking them up easier. So there's 2 rule books, one for each map, and they do this really awesome thing. This is a standalone expansion, where in the rule book they have this little icon, which is like a picture of something from this version of the game. Oh, that's your jacket. We need puppy cam today. Yeah. So if you have already read one of these, you only need to read the statements that have the little icon in them for the rule book that you're reading. So we are going to be playing with Great Lakes, so we'll take this one out. Which makes me we played Great Lakes the other day, not live on the internet, though I was like live tweeting it. We're going to play on our Lotus mat, because we will forever be free publicizing Lotus. Also, for some reason, I just realized it's the Indiana Jones theme song that's stuck in my head.
Well, because Indiana Jones, he like travels across the world. Like the world map is basically an Indiana Jones segue.
It totally is. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys the world, even though we're not playing on the whole world. So this is an 8-fold board, so it's huge. Oh, wow. So it's upside down. That's great. But, yeah, so you can kind of see it's the whole world. The squares, the land is just the normal ticket stuff. The oval bits are ocean stuff. So, yeah, you do both. Sweet, we got a Detroiter. Nice. Cool. Oh, well, that's convenient. So now I flip it over, and this is the Great Lakes. This is the side we're going to be playing on tonight. This is, it also has water and land bits, because Great Lakes. So yeah, but we're going to be playing on this, and you can see it still takes up the entire board. Okay, so I'm not going to have... All right, cool. Whoa, excited Xena. So this, there we go. Now everything that is train related is on camera. Okay. So then the insert is very nice. Steve plays blue, so he's gonna get both bags. There's 2 bags. One is of boats, one is of trains. He's gonna get both of those. I like to play yellow, so that's what I'm gonna play. And then we each need, those are spare ships and trains. But we need the score tokens, and then we will each need our 3 harbors. So let me do that. Yeah, welcome East Coast folks. I think it's funny that you guys totally voted for Great Lakes, and then you're just not gonna hang out with us.
Nina. Thank you. Sit.
We've learned that Xena is a thrasher. Her favorite thing to do with toys is to just like shake them. So it's really cute when she does it with toys, and I love it when she does it with her toys. The problem is she started to do it with like anything, including jackets, bath mats, toilet paper rolls. Yeah. Puppies are great, guys.
Good girl.
So the insert's really nice. It's stored sideways. It's been in a car. It's hold up great. This board, one side is for the world. The other side, this like card is just a reprint of the scores on the board. So if you have like 5 players and they're crowded around, you can use this card. It's kind of handy. Otherwise, from the box, regardless of what map you're playing, you need the ship deck, the boat deck.
Thank you.
Which has beautiful boats. And you need the train deck, which has your pretty, used to seeing train cards, right? Okay. And then you need the ticket deck for whichever map you're playing. So, I believe the Gloria Mundi is the whole world. So we need the Great Lakes tickets. What? Then we can put the box aside. So there we go. So, Steve is playing with Xena, so that's what you hear. But I'm going to teach you all on the stream how to play while I'm kind of setting up here. So first things first, shuffle really, really well. Boom. Yeah, the rules on Terraforming Mars is tough, I'm sorry. There's a lot. That game is pretty involved. But once you learn to play it, it's very straightforward. Okay. So, it's really important to shuffle these because you just get sets that are, like, made in the middle. So, try to be as random as possible. Okay, so then we're going to do the draw pile up here so you guys can kind of see it in the top of frame. So your train tickets, your train cards, you're going to have 3, to start, you're going to put out 3 train cards, train car cards, and then you're going to take the boats and you're going to do 3 of them as well. So there we go. So that's the starting market on those. Then for tickets, technically before you do that, you give everybody cards.
Tickets.
I know that.
Good girl.
Everybody will get 2 ship cards, and then everybody 2 ship cards and 2 train cards for this map. Technically that should have happened before the market came out, but whatever. So those are our starting hands. Then for the tickets, everybody gets 5 tickets, and you have to keep at least 3, which is crazy tough for a TTR game. In this game, when you draw tickets, you draw 4 and keep 1. So, slight difference there. So we're pretty much already set up with setup. We have, it's out of frame, but we have the 2 scoring tokens. The tracks are along the 2 sides of the board, one here and the other out of frame. So there's that. They don't wrap the board like normal, probably just because there's not enough space. So the last thing that you need to do for setup is you actually have to pick how many trains and how many ships you're going to have in the game. So you have 33 trains and 32 ships at your disposal. And depending on the map, you're only allowed to have a total number of both of those combined. So I can only have 50 total. And I have to pick how many of those I want to be ships and how many of those I want to be trains. And here's the trick. On this map, I cannot have, so I can't have more than the maximum of what I could possibly get out of these pieces. So I can't go 50 boats because I don't have 50 boats. So, we actually played this, the other day, and we did stuff. And they recommend if it's your first time playing this map, you do 27 trains and 23 ships. And we did that. And then everything else you put back in the box. So I have to figure out how many trains and how many ships I want. I think, oh man, if I remember correctly, I used all my trains last time. But, so I have 33 trains in the bag. Right? I don't know. Oh man, this is tough. I think I'm gonna do 25 trains and 25 ships. I think I'll do that. Did I totally just lose count in my head? I did. 25, yep, okay. Cool. So all my other, oh, there's a boat randomly in my trains. All my other trains I'm gonna put back in the bag, back in the box. Woo. Alright, so I'm gonna do 25 boats. Boats. Yes, there is a trend in player colors. I used to play green all the time, but everybody I would play with would want green. And so, as I was usually the host, I just started taking the color that nobody wanted, which was yellow. So now I just always play with yellow. But I also, oh look, there's a train in here as well. So,
good girl.
There we go. I prefer orange. Orange is actually my favorite player color, but it's very tough to find a game that has orange. Alright. So now I have all of my ships and all of my trains. And now I can finish teaching you the game. So Steve would do his, he's going to do his later when he's done playing with Xena. So that's basically a setup. We are now ready to go. Everybody also gets their 3 harbors. Everybody just gets 3 of these. So now I'm going to teach you how to play. I'm assuming that you already know how to play TTR. But in general, the goal is to, you want to lay your vehicles, I guess, on these tracks on the board to, and you do that by getting sets of cards of that color in the quantity depicted. So if I wanted to go from Detroit to Toronto, I would need 5 red train cards. So I would have 5 red train cards. On my turn, I could discard them, and I could put 5 of my trains on this route, claiming this route, and earning myself points according to the chart at the top. And for a 5 length, like, distance trail, I don't know what you want to call it, I would score 10 points. So that's one way to get points. The other way to get points is it's in-game points. You have these tickets, and they say go from city A to city B, and you don't really care how you do it. You can take the most random route possible, or you can do direct. But at the end of the game, if somebody could successfully take only your trains, or boats in this case, from the 2 cities listed, you would get 10 points at the end of the game. If they could not do that and you still had this ticket, you get negative those points. And different tickets are different point values. Okay? So that's kind of like the objective of the game. Oh, she's tearing that apart to get the treat that's inside of it. Yeah, just don't let her have it anymore. Ichi was just showing something under the thing. So that is like the objective of the game. The other thing that you can do, that's general ticket to ride. So in this one, they add another thing that gives you points, and that's harbors. At the end of the game, when you have a harbor, you will get 10 points for every ticket that you have completed that goes into that harbor. And so maximum 30 points on this map. On the other map, I think you get 20 points per. It's pretty awesome. So that is how you get points in this game. Now, the things that you can do on your turn. First thing you can do is you can draw 2 travel cards from the draw part market area. You can either pick 2 of any color from the face up, or you can draw blind. And you can always take 2 unless you draw a wild from the face up market, and then that's the only thing you can draw this turn. Okay? Then, another thing that you can only do one thing on your turn. Another option is you can claim a route, which I already talked about. So you discard whatever color, the quantity of cards that you need of whatever color that you're going for, and then you get to put your trains on that route, and you get points for doing that. The other thing that you can do is you can draw more tickets from the ticket deck. Let's say you've already completed yours, or you've given up on the tickets that you have. Well, Zena's drinking. Then you can draw, in this game, you draw 4 tickets, and you have to keep at least 1. You can keep as many as you want. Just remember, if you don't complete them, that's negative points at the end of the game. The other thing that you can do is you can build a harbor. So when you build a harbor in this game, you must have already claimed a route into the harbor town. So if I wanted to build in Toronto or Port Elgin, I would already have to have trains here on a previous turn, and then I could build a harbor if I wanted. To build a harbor in this game, you need to discard 4 cards that are all the same color, and 2 of them must be trains, and 2 of them must be boats. They also must have the harbor symbol on them. So half of the boat cards and about, I don't know if it's half of the train cards, have this little harbor symbol in the center. So you have to discard 4 harbor cards that are all the same color, and 2 of them are ships, and 2 of them are trains. And that's how you get to put in a harbor into play. Okay? Might want to just give her a big chewy we can try. So that's building a harbor. And then the last thing that you have an option to do on your turn is exchange some of your pieces. So let's say that you screwed up in the beginning and you took too many trains and not enough ships. So you can change out pieces. So I could trade like these 2 ships for 2 trains from the box. But to do that, I lose 1 point per. So that can get really expensive. So at the beginning of the game, you really have to like try and think and coordinate what you're going to do. Also, I picked mine before I was looking at the tickets, which I shouldn't have done. But yeah, normally you get to look at your tickets, your like ticket options beforehand, and then you get to pick how many of each type that you want. Also, I didn't give us enough tickets. I only gave us 3. That would have been a really tough decision. So that's it. That's the game. The game ends in this TTR game when one of us has 6 or fewer pieces between our trains and ships. So that's it. That's the game. Steve, do you remember how to play?
Yeah. How do you play?
Do you have any questions?
No, but I think I should give you that chewy.
Okay. Do you want to do the big chewies?
Should give Ichi small one.
No, give Ichi a big one. All's fair in puppy love and war.
Which ones are the big ones?
The ones that aren't open yet. So let me make the faces cam. I guess this kind of works. My hair is like fabulous today.
Speaking of Twitter polls, we should talk about the Twitter poll I did.
The Twitter poll for Ichi or for Zena's nickname?
Yeah.
I think I did just talk about it.
Oh, you did?
Well, I think I just finished talking about it. Oh! Don't do that over my game.
Ichi set. Closing.
Oh, I forgot to give Ichi a pain pill. Just give it to her. She's not... What do you...
No, she's not supposed to grab something unless I say take it. So
Oh, I couldn't see her.
Once she stops lunging, then I give it to her.
I thought you were waiting on Ichi. I could not see Zena. Aside from the fact that her butt was planted. Cool. I don't know if there's any questions from the audience, but I just taught you how to play Take Dread and set it up and do spiel in like 17 minutes. Cool. Awesome. Let's do this. Alright. Oh, at the end, yeah, so I explained everything. I was like, oh, right, this thing happened. Wait, I already explained that. We're good. Alright, look at your tickets. Hello. I can swing it a little bit more, too.
All these tickets?
Yes, 5, pick 3. Oof. Oof, oof.
Can I pick more than 3? No.
You can pick more than 3 if you want. To struggle. Trying a different strategy, and I
don't understand strategy.
Ain't that the truth? Okay. Any tickets that you don't pick go to the bottom of the deck. The ticket deck. It's important in this game, one thing I totally didn't mention. When you draw a card from the market, you immediately replace it, and you, the person that drew the card, gets to decide which deck you replace from. So I could pick up a ship card and replace it with a train card if I wanted. So there's this interesting thing where maybe I really want ships, and Steve knows that, and so he keeps drawing and replacing with trains because he hates me.
I mean, that's a given.
Yeah. So you have to pick how many, you get 50 total. So you have to pick. Other cool thing, totally didn't mention in the rules. Check it out. So some of the ships, like half of the ship cards, if they're not a harbor card, they're a double ship card, which means that it counts as 2 spots on the board. So if I had 3 of these, I could use 3 of these double cards to do a 6-link pink. So you can use any combination of the doubles as long as they're the right color when completing stuff. Also, I just really love the attention to detail that Days of Wonder puts into their games. So when you're holding your hand splayed, all of the relevant information is in little tiny icons. So like this is a wild, it can be used as a train or a ship, and it's got a harbor symbol on it. And then like this is a black train, this is a harbor red ship, this is a double ship pink boat, and it's just all right there. So yeah.
Why do I feel like I have a lot of ships?
Because you do. You have 32 ships. And 33 trains. And you get 50 total to pick from.
I have 50 ships?
No, you get to pick.
No, but like I think I just straight up have 50 ships. How many are we supposed to have?
I don't know, but maybe that's too many ships. Maybe when somebody played this, they took extra ships out? Yeah, you should only have 32.
Okay, these are all extra blue ships.
Did they, like, replicate?
Maybe I'm just really bad at counting. 6 times 5 is 30, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is all so I should just have this. So these are going to go back in the bag.
Well, you get to pick. How many ships
I
do you...
This is 50. 30 trains and 20 ships.
Mm.
I'm trying a different strategy.
We're both trying different strategies. Also, he has extra ships. Yes, thank you, Joanne. Or Jonah. So if you're unfamiliar with Ticket to Ride, some of these routes between cities you can see are double routes. And those are for larger player games. If you are playing with only 2 or 3 players, the first person to build on a route locks it down. So if one of us plays on this double route, nobody can play on the other one. It's really weird. I definitely did not have that many extra ships. Yeah. Those are trains. I didn't... Oh, maybe I did have that many extra.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's because of the world map you just need more.
That's probably it.
Oh yeah, use the following components. 33 trains, 33 ships.
Wait, 33 of each?
No, you get to pick from 33 and 32.
But the total, because the other ones go back in the bag and I can still use them.
What?
The ones that I can still exchange.
Yes.
With these, but not with those.
Yes. You can have 33 ships total in play.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's not lose those. Did you pick your tickets?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then, as soon as neither of us have circumnavigated the globe, we'll just do this. I go first.
Wait, is that in the rules?
No.
The last person to circumnavigate the globe gets to go first?
That should be the rule condition for the world one, for sure.
It really should.
This one should be like the last person to go swimming in all the Great Lakes. Which I think is neither of us still. But that would be the best rule condition.
The last bear to catch a fish out of the Great Lakes.
Well, Paul would win that.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul. Yeah, I want to play that after. But I have a feeling this is going to brain dead us. Alright, I am going to pick up that. Replace. Whoa, that's Steve Toast, not Ichi Face. Alright, that was my turn. Steve's turn. Steve's turn. Steve's turn. Steve's turn. I love TCR. Oh, man, it's just so good. How you doing, deep, exasperated sigh person?
Oh, are we just doing 1 of 6 instead of the 2 of 3?
What? The 1 of 6?
Yeah, 1 market of 6 instead of 2 of 3.
I mean...
Because it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yes. Playing tickets.
Who shuffled these?
Ride. Jeez. I did, but I shuffled. They saw I shuffled.
I don't understand how there can be 6 white ships out when there's only 4 white ship cards, but...
It's math. It's math, that's how. Ah, you didn't see that.
I didn't.
Even though I totally just picked it up. I love the art. They just did such a great job on that.
I am going to put down 4 ships with 2 cards.
2 cards. You punk. Table flip. I don't want to play no more.
We can play. We
I
can start over. Do you just want to skip to first journey?
7 points for Steve, and I hate him already. You have the entire Great Lake region, and you pick the one.
I went sails. You can still go rails.
I'm trying a sales strategy in this game. Though really not. I like. My name is Steven. I'm horrible. I'm gonna do this.
That's actually exactly it.
It is actually exactly it. And then I'm going to punch you in the face.
Oh, when you fist bump me, I need to put my fist out too. Just maybe we can practice that.
Here, I'll try again.
Nope, my fist wasn't out.
Your turn.
We definitely gotta work on that.
7-Up, solid, or yup? What? No idea.
What was the thing with the doubles? I can still use the double cards. There was something where
So confused.
I just can't use every card as a double. I did something wrong with the doubles last. Oh, I think I used singles as doubles.
Yes.
Game.
Yeah, that was what you did wrong, Stu, is you used singles as doubles.
Which I can't do.
Yes.
That's always good to know.
Are you done?
I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done.
You're done.
I do that one and then do. Oh, I get to draw.
2 cards. You weren't done. I hate you so much. Alright, you're up. You're up. You're up.
You're
What
up?
are you doing? Do you
This is
hate
the Great
me?
Lakes.
Nope. Nope.
What do you
Nope.
mean you're up? 2
Nope. Nope.
points.
Nope. 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 Oh, yes. She saw the shuffling. She backs me up. I shuffled. I tote shuffled. Alright, I'm playing these 3.
Is tote shuffling, like there's ripple shuffling and then there's tote shuffling?
Well, so if these were like totes. No, I can't. I was thinking tugboats in my brain. That's
No.
not.
Totes could be short for tugboats. It's just a non-standard abbreviation for shortening.
You're a non-standard abbreviation for shortening.
Does that mean I fatten up foods that people eat?
Yeah, but I mean, you also grease them. It's your turn. Oh, I get points. Points. I get 4 points. So Steve and I have played every TTR expansion / map that has come out. We don't own them all. My brother owns most all of them. I think between my brother's collection and our collection, we own them all. And we have duplicates, especially when you throw in my mother's collection. So yeah, this was like a no-brainer for us, this acquisition.
Aquahire.
Even though it's not incorporated. I'm going to do 3 white again to do this one. Take the land route, he says. There's no land route without going all the way up to Ontario, like deep into Ontario.
Why wouldn't you go deep into Ontario?
Because I don't need to go deep into Ontario. My good friend, I almost said best friend, Daryl, I love you. I don't know if we're there yet for best friend. It lives in only like New London. I don't have to go deep into Ontario. I've got great friends just in Toronto. I don't have to go further up.
I didn't know Toronto rhymes with Verano, but I guess it does.
Toronto.
Toronto?
That's how you say it. Toronto.
Toronto?
Are you done?
Oh, because they don't have T up there. I'm done.
You're done. Are you done for real?
I'm for real done.
You're for real
I'm
done.
for real done. Totally done. Not gonna take another card. No, I'm not done.
I knew you were gonna do that. And then Ensign. No more Ensign. I'm gonna draw blind. Okay, your turn. It's really interesting. Interesting. The reviews. What was it that the reviewers were like meh on? If you don't mind me asking, can I get the Cliff Notes versions of those reviews?
Welcome to Detroit. Have they finished their RoboCop statue?
I don't know, Charles. Have they finished the RoboCop statue in Detroit? Are you done? What'd you do? Just derailed my shipping lanes.
You know, it's. I mean, I know it's Ticket to Ride, but it's not derailing.
I think, no, derailing still counts, even if it's boats, I feel. Really need one more. I'm gonna blind draw.
The corner of Minnesota is in the game. You've got Duluth. Is, I think, the Minnesota city.
Yes.
You can see...
Duluth.
You can see Isota.
And Thunder Bay.
Is that?
Yeah. Oh, no, Thunder Bay is
Canada.
Is Canada. Sorry.
Too long and too expensive.
Interesting. Harder to hand manage.
I mean, with just two people, we're like, sort of like push-pulling over the market. I don't know. I didn't feel it was that hard to hand manage. Like, I can see if people are like hate managing the market. I don't know. Maybe if there's more people.
I've only played with 2 players. I actually like longer TTR.
Especially 2-player.
Isn't Game Boy Geek part of Dice Tower?
You may need boat cards, but none are available. Yeah, I mean...
You just draw blind, then.
But yeah, I mean, if we're, like, doing a push and pull over the market, it's like you need to refresh the boat cards earlier. I don't know. Maybe it's different with 4 people, but...
I could see the potential for it. For sure. I don't know. I haven't played it at higher player counts. The bummer is that we were totally bringing this with us to Florida over Thanksgiving, because my family will play the heck out of this, but that's still a long way away. I don't know. I might be biased because I just really want to like this game, but I think it's good. I wanted longer, heavier, more thoughts to have TTR.
When was Gen Con? A couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I think
like
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
No, 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, because I got sick after.
Yeah, the harbor cards score heavily.
They do. They're great. They're not harbor cards, they're just harbors.
Yeah, no, but the ones that have the anchor symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew was saying is like the luck of getting them can be swingy because you can score so many points. But, I mean, you just have to kind of plan ahead, I think.
Yeah.
Like, especially with 2 players, the deck will cycle like at least once or twice.
Yeah, it'll cycle more with more. I mean, really, if you're going to use harbors for points, you need to set that out in the beginning. So if that means that you're drawing more tickets, like the thing with TTR is, out of all of the maps, every time you play, you have to use a different strategy. Like, your core strategy isn't going to work on every map. Like, it's just not. So, yeah.
Well, that's why it's interesting. That's why
use this one card to play these 2.
Like, that's why you actually kind of want the different maps, because they have different strategies just by layouts and the way the deck's set up.
Yeah, so it's, if you approached this map and you were trying to play it the same as, like, you played US, you're going to get your butt handed to you.
Or even if you're just, like, trying to do longest route, like, obviously it doesn't have longest route, you're trying to do, like, spider networks.
Yeah, you can't do spider networks in this. There's no reason to.
Except you want to do a spider network. You don't want to do a windy snake network.
That's it. Yes, I got all these games were at Gen Con. Gen Con was 2 weeks ago.
Where did you go? Yeah, you totally
did. Oh, he left game. Okay, that's good. The price point is definitely high, but I know why it's high. It's because they had to do new molds for these boats. They couldn't do the same molds for just the trains. And it's an 8-fold board, and they might be trying to ride on the... did you go?
Yeah.
The success of the collector's edition. I definitely think that it would do significantly better at a lower price point, which, I mean, it's going to get to anyway, because MSRP is $80, but stores are going to knock it down to, like, $70. And then Amazon's going to take it even further. And Cool Stuff Inc. are going to make it even lower, which means that the margin needs to be higher for the publishers. So, 2 points. I agree. I think if this was a $70 game, it'd be more reasonable for what it is in this market, but they can't really afford that at the same point.
You have forced my hand. Indelible wife.
Yay! You forced mine.
I have to burn it too.
No, please don't burn it. I don't... You deserved that.
I'm just gonna put it. It blocks it, so I'm just gonna put it right in the middle.
I watched somebody I was watching. They did that, so they would do that sideways shifts. Kind of works, right?
Unlike the people all of your union busting put out of business.
I didn't union bust. I have unions of my own. We have different competing unions. Maybe that's the problem, is that we're pitting our unions against each other. In which case, shame on both of us.
That really doesn't help out the worker.
It really doesn't. But we don't have the workers' interests in mind in this game.
What?
So...
We don't? This is like the late 1800s. We totally do.
No.
They called them robber barons because they robbed from the rich and gave to the workers.
Yep, keep digging it. Just keep digging it. You forced... I hate you. One of these days, somebody will post a count of how many times I say I hate you in our videos.
Just a supercut.
What's UAW?
Oh, United Auto Workers.
He's sponsored by MM and Dice Tower by... Yes. Mini Market? I highly doubt they cared, quite honestly. Because Dice Tower... Here's the thing. Tom Vassell is supported by Cool Stuff Inc., not the Dice Tower Network. Most of the people that are part of the Dice Tower Network don't get anything from CSI or anything aside from being under the umbrella blanket of the Dice Tower Network. So they get their content on the YouTube channel and they get their content under like the website and stuff like that. They don't get perks from CSI. So if Miniatures Market was supporting him, I doubt they cared. Like, entirely. So yeah. Yeah, but oh. Okay.
I drew blind this return.
I don't want any of this. John blind. It circles a lot more with more players, which would be nice.
Luck's not a factor at all, as we spend like 3 turns drawing blindly.
But you do this in normal TCR. I don't understand.
I do this in normal TCR.
Just smack you. Dang it. What's the favorite TTR game? I really like the German edition. The Markland one with the passengers. I really like that one.
That's probably one of my faves.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I like setting up the combos. Alright, you done?
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna do 4 black. You know, going around you just gets me more points, Mr. Kairos.
That's actually my strategy.
And give me more points?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's to make you think you're winning, and then I'll come back in the end and beat you. At the game.
No, wait. 4 is 7. 7, 19. Are you done?
No. Darn.
She's gonna. That's what we needed was a bigger Chewy. Slow her down.
Just like in Jaws.
Yeah, E2's already sufficiently tired.
Also a little stoned.
E2 has really bad arthritis, and I played fetch with her today, and we went on a walk, and she was... My puppy's turning into a little old lady, guys. So she's got some pain pills right now, so she's a little stoned.
Maybe it's Portland. Do they have doggy yoga?
I mean, probably. They have doggy massages.
Dog sausages? Wait, no.
I'm gonna just draw a wild. I'm gonna adapt Crystal's strategy. Okay.
Which is what if you see a wild, draw it?
No, it's just if you can't get what you need, and the probability is against you, and take the wild. 12 points. Very interesting, though. I don't know. I think I really do need to play this at larger player counts to get a full review. But so far, 2-player, I really like it. We haven't played the world yet, though. We've only played Great Lakes.
Thanks, Twitter.
Yeah. We really wanted to play the world today, but Twitter voted!
When Twitter votes, you gotta do what Twitter says.
Yep.
Otherwise, Twitter will do Twitter things.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if we're going to do another stream this week. I think we're probably just going to go to streams once a week on Tuesday nights. But,
Well, and then there's emergency streams.
What are emergency streams?
When we really need to stream.
Yeah, just, really need to stream?
Really need to stream.
Okay. I do want to stream Tides of Madness. I think that's the last Gen Con, that and Codenames, that's the last Gen Con release that I got that we haven't streamed yet.
You mean Pup of Madness?
She's not mad.
I know, she's not Pup of Madness, she's Pup Havoc.
She's Pup Havoc. You done?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do 6 red ships. Which is this.
There's a problem with one of your ships.
I wonder if that means my count's wrong. Actually.
One of your ships
is a train. I'll have to recount my ships to make sure I have enough of what I wanted. It's the neighbor putting the trash cans back. Ichi! It's just somebody doing trash bins. But for 6, I get 15 points.
Your turn again.
So I'm at 36. Bonk.
One little detail I like is the trains that can be used for harbors have water under the train car. You pointed it out last stream, but it's a neat detail.
Yeah, there's a lot. No, we didn't stream it.
Oh, we didn't stream it?
No, we were live tweeting it. I was live tweeting it.
Ah, yes. That's like, well, it's the really low bandwidth streaming.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, unless I counted wrong. So I do have enough trains, in theory. Cool. Draw 1 blind, 2 blind. Oh man, yeah, I did shuffle really bad on the ships. Interesting. Yes, Dawson. This is very different from TTR Euro. Very, very different. I'm doing 3 black. Yeah, you're a dog. So that's 4 points.
I think I've successfully set myself up to lose.
Why? Why did you, I think I've also, because I decided to go pure ship strategy and I have 2 ships left now. So this doesn't go great. Tides of Madness adds a madness factor, where you have the potential to lose the game by acquiring too many madness tokens, which is not
Your turn.
awesome. But at the same point, you can you can kind of force your opponent's hand into going mad. So there's that. Interesting. Okay, so I need to do that and that. So, I'm gonna play a single train to do that for 1 point. So you guys can't see it because it's out of frame, but Steve is at 13 points and I'm at 41 points.
I'll get there.
Show the size of your hand, just the side profile. Just the side profile, if you would, please, sir. Maybe a little lower. And so, he's basically got a deck.
It's a deck builder. I'm building a deck. Once I discard all these, I'll reshuffle them.
Don't think.
No, I'm holding all these in my hand so that when that shuffles, it'll have the composition of cards that I want.
Oh, okay.
So I'm playing this like a deck builder that way. So I'm like taking cards out of the deck.
Yeah. Your turn. I drew 1 card. Hang on. No, I'm not done. Okay, now I'm done.
What are you replacing it with?
Train card. You should just go for wilds at this point. You obviously are going for like one of the 7 or 8 or 9 tile things.
Cards that are in your hand.
So you should just go for the, yeah. 2 white trains to there.
Oh, that was the one I was going to play.
But you drew cards instead.
Yeah, I got confused.
Tides of... I mean, we like Tides of Time for how simplistic and, he's trying to be the very best like no one ever was and catch all the trains. That's the Pokemon theme song, by the way, if you didn't know. Beginning tabletop gamers, I definitely would recommend Base Ticket to Ride. If you haven't played Base Ticket to Ride, that's a really good one. Tokaido is also really good. There's a review on my channel for Tokaido. That is one that I often recommend for beginner players. Carcassonne, Dominion, love Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for something a little smaller or like more affordable, Coloretto is really good. And basically anything from Green Couch Games is really good. That's like small pockety game. Kodama is a really good one. It's a very abstract, different game. Yeah. Codenames, Sushi Go. I should do reviews for Codenames and Sushi Go now. Is it my turn?
Oh, I don't. Oh, you just.
I did this.
Oh, right. And then I drew 2 cards.
Okay, so yes, it is my turn.
I probably drew 2 cards.
I'm gonna do a purple and a red rainbow to do that. Another 2 points, and it is now your turn. I'm gonna draw tickets. 1, 2, 3.
I should probably play some cards.
You really should, sweetie. Also, it's now your turn. Did I play this right? I did.
Oh, dang it. I had these cards in my hand, but I just couldn't find them, so I drew them again. This is going really well.
It is going really well for you. I already did that one. And I already did that one. And totally do that one. This is interesting. Nice. Nick loves Sushi Go Party. Oh, that stinks. Sushi Go Party is a lot of fun. We are currently not backing anything on Kickstarter. Though I'm really excited. I'm going to back Daryl Lauder's game. The new one, the stained glass window one. Because I like it and I want to support him.
I like backing for $1 or sometimes $5 just to get the updates, because I don't know. That's the most fun I end up having with Kickstarters, is just hearing about the updates and them going through the whole process. And I don't necessarily always like the game, but I want to support it.
Yeah, we both backed a lot of stuff. When we were first dating, we both were backing a lot, and we would back the same thing, which was really funny.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
Or like we'd coordinate and then forget, and then the other one would do like a last minute back.
Yeah, but for the most part, there's only been like, out of the like 100 or so games that I kickstarted, I probably have kept like 3 of them. I definitely, because I go to enough conventions that I can always get the game at a convention, or from online stores, or from BGG if it turns out that it's good, or all this other stuff. So there's that. And then I'm backing Yokohama, the deluxe edition, because I played Yokohama and I really liked it, and I have the deluxe Orleans. So yeah, that's...
Yeah. I think also I'm way more likely to back if it seems like something is good but needs the help. But a lot of the a lot of Kickstarters that I would want to help also are in like good shape and like day one fund, so I don't feel as much of a need to like help them necessarily fund.
Back when Kickstarter and board gaming was a thing, it was like they really needed the help, and now they don't need the help necessarily.
And it depends on the game, but
yeah, I mean, they're gonna fund anyway, and yes, I know these publishers and I know it actually helps them, but I'd rather just buy it from them at a convention.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we've got our collection is so absurd. Out of all the Gen Con releases, my list was 7 games long, because that was all I was really interested in. And then I came home with 9 games.
It's your turn.
Is it?
Probably. What did you do?
I took tickets. Did you draw after me?
Probably.
Okay.
You can just go.
Go
Also, I. Sorry. There was something I was going to say
I
about.
need to do that one. And then I need to do that one. And these two I've already done. Okay. So I need. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I still hate you for that. I have 2 ships left. Very interesting. And you have like drawn most of the train deck? Yes. I wonder what color you're going for.
Oh, all of them.
Just the rainbow.
Well, sometimes it took me forever to get 2 whites, and then I did, and then I forgot to go there, and then you did. So I'm just gonna go around you with trains.
Which is
probably better
for points at this point because you need to catch up. Herbaceous is great. Yes, I've played that a lot.
5 is 10.
Herbaceous is. I've played Herbaceous quite a bit actually. I played it when it was.
I still haven't played it.
I played it when it was still in like rough prototype form because I'm friends with Ed who's publishing it. So it's good. I liked it. Definitely like that one. And it's really pretty. I also play it at Origins. I think there's footage in my Origin vlog where I'm playing it. I didn't play it at Gen Con because I barely saw it. I saw it for like 20 minutes. Worth it? You went to where I was going to go. So I'm having this interesting dilemma where I have to come up with very interesting train routes now. Ah! Darn it.
Is it a wipe?
It might be a wipe. It might be a wipe. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh no! No. All 6 cards are immediately discarded to their respective piles, and 6 are turned up, 3 from each deck.
Oh, so it's a reset too.
It's a reset. It makes me sad.
How do you know those are trains?
Because they're always trains. The wilds are always
Oh, the wilds are always trains?
Yes. So if you've been trying to draw wilds from the ship deck, spoilers, you can't. Okay. Hey, I had one more draw. Jerk. Jerk. I'm down with that. I'm down with Q&A, chat, TTR.
Some chatter. Chatter.
Did you just take
chatter.
3 cards?
No, I took 2. I took a yellow and a yellow.
Okay. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to... I'm going to start getting harbor cards. For no reason. Don't worry about it. No reason at all. Steam turn.
I can finally go to circus. I got a yellow. Happiest day of my life.
Oh. Okay. Okay then. I'm going to go to Scranton for 2 points.
Can't you not block that many routes coming out of town?
Look, man. No, I totally can. Which one is it that you can't block?
Is that Power Grid? No. It might be Power Grid.
It might be Power Grid. No, it's a different game. Yeah, no, I've played Herbaceous. What else is on Kickstarter that I've played that I enjoyed?
Oh.
I honestly do not know. Unfair. Played Unfair. I didn't enjoy it, but we were playing. The reason I didn't enjoy it is because when you play, for the first game, they recommend you play with a scenario called First Date, where you take out some of the aggressive stuff, but you also take out, like,
Scoring cards.
harder, more difficult to achieve scoring cards.
Like the equivalent of TTR tickets.
Kind of, yeah. You take out, like, longer involved ones.
And you also take out, in a 2-player game, there's only 2 thrill rides or roller coasters. And you...
Well, I was going to explain that.
4, 5, 6,
So,
yeah.
you take out harder showcases, which are, like, different objectives you're trying to achieve, different blueprints, which are different objectives you're trying to achieve, and you take out some of the showcase cards, which are, like, different theme parks. So you basically just play with the theme decks. So in a 2-player game, you play with 2 theme decks, which means there are 2 thrill rides. And all of the scoring cards left in the game have to do with thrill rides.
Except for one.
Except for one of them. And so the problem is that Steve got a thrill ride really early, and I was like, oh, I don't want to fight him for thrill ride stuff. So I started developing my park around not thrill rides, which is great, except there was an abundance of things that could only go on thrill rides, and the blueprints that give you extra points all had to do with theme rides, except for one. And the only way that I could get a theme ride was there's one card that I needed out of the entire deck that was a base thrill ride, and I just never could get it.
Yeah, like at the end of the round, you wipe the market. You only get 3 actions. If the other person draws it.
Well, and so it took us going through the entire blueprint deck for me to realize that none of the blueprints had anything to do with anything other than thrill rides.
There's also upgrade cards that can only be applied to thrill rides, and the only one most of them are all just like 1 point around basically. Except the ones that apply on thrill rides, which are like 2 or 3. So if you don't have the thrill ride, you can't get the 2 or 3 around.
Yeah. So I went there. Did you do anything after?
No, probably not.
So.
Oh, I did this.
Oh, then
yeah, it's your turn.
I think it's my turn.
You need a Wheaton.
We do need a Wheaton. So yeah, that was the problem that we had with Unfair, where the strategy that I took just did not work at all for the number of cards that were in the game. And there was no way for me to know that without having seen all the cards before having played the game.
Yeah. And I think for that, like, first date thing, they wanted to maybe not introduce too many rules or too many, like, difficult scoring things, but it took the variability out of that first game. Like, it took your ability to choose a strategy midway out.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, a lot of those high difficulty blueprints were things that weren't thrill ride focused. So, is that my turn?
Yes. Which I had achieved, but those cards weren't in the game. So, yeah. Our friend Jonathan played it recently, and he played the first date scenario and said that it was better, but he also was playing with more players, so there were more thrill rides potentially.
Well, and each deck has a specific bent, and we were playing with the recommended 2 decks. You basically mix. There's 4 different types of park, pirate, robot, whatever. And so for 2-player, you're only using 2 of those. So
and they recommended the 2 that just had 1 thrill ride each.
Yeah. So with more players, yeah, there's maybe more. Like the blueprints are probably different in the different decks and stuff like that.
What do I want to do?
So like we both learned the game at the end of it, but it was kind of unsatisfying strategy-wise because it was pretty shallow.
For me, yeah.
Yeah, like the deal with the showcase cards is everybody has a card they keep face down that they can just build for whatever the like cost is, and it's a really amazing thrill ride. So like everybody has the ability to build a thrill ride, except if you're playing that first date scenario. So it's like your one way to be like, oh, I really need one of these and I can't rely on it randomly coming up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, balancing issues, but with their like first game modification, I think.
Yeah, it's when your first recommended gameplay causes that kind of balancing issue, it doesn't bode well, in my opinion, for future gameplay. But who knows? That might just be because they didn't test that scenario with 2 players with those 2 decks. Potentially, where one player didn't go for thrill rides because they didn't know that it was totally dependent on doing thrill rides.
Or like they didn't play it with anyone who didn't know that thrill rides are that important.
Yes.
Like that's the other thing about like, especially in really card dependent games like that, you might not know the optimal strategy until you've played it once. But when something can be pretty luck dependent, that's kind of unsatisfying to learn halfway through.
Yeah.
How
many times a week do I post? It depends on what we're talking about. We are trying to stream at least once a week. I used to post videos once a week that were like reviews, but I got out of that habit when some stuff happened. We like bought a house. Life happened. So I'm trying to get back to once a week other video content, like reviews and how-to videos and stuff like that. Yeah. Did you go? Did you say it was my turn?
I did go, and I don't know why I did what I did.
Okay, well, so is it my turn? I'm gonna win by Steve.
Default.
Yeah, by Steve not paying attention to the game. Of course, I'm just trying. I'm now doing what Steve was doing, and I'm just drawing the whole deck. So, yeah.
Three ships. 3 is 4. Yeah.
I'm gonna draw that, replace that, and then I'm going to draw that. Totally paid off.
My turn.
Yes.
5 trends.
Trends. 5 trends. Yes, there are separate ship and train cards, and you do need the appropriate ones to place them. Yep.
5 is 10.
Ooh. So I could do the thing that I want to do. Or I could keep pushing my luck and
That's
hope
the
to
name of
draw
the game. It's
things.
not the name of the game.
Hope to draw things. Well, I'm gonna draw that. And then...
Oh, did I know?
Ooh, darn it. Should have just drawn blind. Well, that didn't pay off at all. So that would be hilarious. Can I do that?
My turn?
Yeah.
How many tickets do I draw?
4. And you must keep 1. Alright, so if you're drawing tickets, I'm gonna draw this wild. Cause I'm wild, baby. Wild for you. It's your turn. Oh, Dawson, you left some cheese here. Some rat fink cheese. So, I don't know if you want that back. It's a 5er and a 1er. I think it was my cheese from that game that we played. So there's that. From the list that Dawson posted, I think Herbaceous and Unfair are the only games that I have played that are currently on Kickstarter. I have heard of Word Domination though. So yeah. Alright. It is your turn. Okay. So I'm going to play these 6 trains here, which is 15 points. So I am at 64. Boom. You are up. Whee! Which means that is done.
I don't know if I'm supposed to know that.
So the game ends when somebody has 6 or less trains or boats or whatever, and I currently have 10. So there's that. Oh, mother trucker. Mother trucker. So I totally want to do a thing. Okay. So I'm going to draw that. Replace with that. Should have drawn blind. Darn it.
Wow, again, pretty into it there.
Draw that. Should have drawn blind.
My turn?
Yes. I will kill you in your sleep. I will murder you. No! No!
Just replace it with a ship.
Oh my god. Drawing this rainbow.
My turn?
Yes.
3 yellow. 2, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Puppy cam. You want puppy cam? We can do puppy cam. 1 sec. We're gonna actually. You wouldn't see much of anything because the light's not on over there. And she's a black dog, so. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to play a harbor. What? So I'm putting it in Milwaukee. Bonk.
My turn?
Yes. Oh, wait, you didn't replace. I didn't
sorry.
do that. I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Playing a single train.
Single train. I'm going to pick up this and do that, and then pick up this and then do that. Your turn.
Playing 5 purple. Oh, I didn't get my 1 point. 1, 2, 3.
So at the end of the game,
4,
once the game is
5.
triggered by somebody having 6 or less of thingies, everybody gets 2 more turns. So not just 1, 2.
5 is 10.
Okay. I'm going to do harbor. Yes. I'm doing a harbor in Marquette, right? Yes, in Marquette. Doing a harbor in Marquette.
I screwed up.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm 1 off.
Oh no. Are you gonna have to swap?
No, I'm gonna end it.
Well, we each get 2 more rounds.
No, but like I'm 1 off, like, yeah. Like I can't do one of my cards.
Oh.
Because I literally don't have enough. 5 is 10 again.
Okay, so you have triggered last round. So we each get 2 more turns. So for my second to last turn, I'm drawing this wild card. No, it is your second to last turn.
I didn't do that ticket either, and I'm also off. Is there any way to get like more trains?
You can swap those two
No,
ships.
or like more ships.
No.
Like take mine off the board. Like, can I have that one back?
No. You cannot. Actually, that's a good point. Do I get more points by doing that or by doing that?
So I get 2 more rounds, you say?
Yes. Right? Hang on. Do. Each player, including that player, gets 2 more turns. Alright, so that was your second turn. I'm gonna do for my last turn 6 white trains. Ooh, oh, that's a boat route, Tiffany.
Somebody's not paying attention to the board.
Dang it! I was all excited, and then they're totally...
I mean, you put that train in the water over there that one time.
They float. And is there no 6 wild left? That's a graze. There's no 6 grays. That is trains. Well...
What color were you trying to put down?
White. Yeah. There's just a bunch of 4s. I had 5 white, and then I was like, there's no 5 whites, but there's this 6 one. Whoops. Alright, well, I will go from Timmins to Sudbury.
Yeah, you can really tell when it hits Canada.
For 7 points.
Alright, for my turn, I'm going to place a harbor. So these are ship.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Place it in Montreal.
Okay. And that's the game!
So what do I do with all these cards in my hand?
You discard them. So now we get points for any tickets we completed. We get negative points for any tickets we did not complete.
I somehow totally whiffed on Montreal to New York. I thought I had already gone there. And then I also whiffed on Cleveland to Ottawa.
That's alright. If you are watching it, I think there's enough time. We're gonna play Ticket to Ride First Journey after this one.
Oh no! I didn't complete that one, so I don't get the harbor points.
Oh no!
Oh, I only get the harbor points for these 2.
Sad face. Okay, so you get 10 points per ticket that you have that goes into the harbor that you have built. Maximum 30 points per harbor. So there's that. So I get 30, 20, I get 50 points from just my 2 harbors.
Yep.
So,
yeah, you probably got it.
It's 101, 121 from my harbors.
I don't think my route from Buffalo to Albany was worth the investment. For the 4 points.
Yeah, no. Buffalo to Albany?
It was going to be direct, but then...
Then I was there.
Yeah.
Probably not. No. So that's...
30, 50, 58, 78 and 80 is 158. You probably got it.
I get another 70 points for 191.
Yep.
Yep.
Harbors.
So, the harbors gave me 50 points. So yeah, I mean that...
Because I only got 20 on harbors. So,
yeah.
Well, you cleared me by more than 30. You cleared me
I got 50 points from harbors.
But you cleared me by 40. No, you cleared me by 30. Okay. So you got You got roughly as many more harbor points.
So if you hadn't screwed up in how maps worked.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, negatives.
I didn't subtract my 16 points.
Ouch.
42.
So that's Ticket to Ride, Rails and Sails, Great Lakes map. Ah!
I still really want to play the world.
I too really want to still play the world. I'm going to do some pre-shuffling. Steve, if you wouldn't mind pre-shuffling the tickets. So yeah, we're probably going to play Ticket to Ride First Journey next. It's very silly. I will probably stop the stream and start it again so that it's a separate video. But we're going to do Teardown on this video. So if you have any questions about stuff, we're just going to talk about how we feel about this game. And what went wrong and what didn't go wrong. That was probably loud in people's ears. Good job.
Sorry, internet.
So yeah. So what strategy were you going for, Senor Steve?
I just wanted to complete my basic tickets and then figure out from there. But I was derpily not putting down the things when I got the cards, so you just blocked me.
Okay. Did you have a strategy going in mind?
I wanted to do more train routes. I wanted to do more land routes and just use the sea to connect.
Got it. Which is actually funny. So I wanted to do more sea routes and just use the land to connect.
Because one thing I realized from doing the other one is that the train routes are harder because there's no doubles. But you're still getting a decent number of points. And
there's doubles. There's just on the outside of the board.
No, I mean there's no double cards.
Oh.
Because the sea, you can do a card that's 2, so it's easier to do the longer routes. But I figured it would be easier to get the cards that I needed from trains if you were going to be going for sea routes.
Yeah.
That was just what I thought going into it, because I really ran out of trains last game, so I was like, I want more trains.
Got it. Yeah, well, and that's the thing they recommend if you're playing this game first, like this is your first time playing these style of maps, they recommend that you do,
I think it was like 27 and 23.
Well, just more trains,
yeah.
Because most people don't really, they don't think of the harbor stuff. So I was playing specifically thinking of the harbor stuff because I wanted to see, or the boat stuff to see how that would change. So Nick doesn't get the harbor thing, so I'm going to explain the harbor thing. So the harbor thing is they're just these like places, and you can build a harbor at the end of any route that you have already built, as long as there's an anchor symbol, so you can build a harbor there. At the end of the game, for every ticket that you have completed that goes into that harbor, you get 10 points for a maximum of 30 points per building, like harbor, essentially.
You can get up to 90 points.
If you build all 3 of your harbors and you have 3 tickets that connects to each of your harbors, you would get 90 points. So, yeah, if you can pull off harbors, they're very, very lucrative, but that means building tickets that have overlapping in cities, because it's the in city that matters for harbors, not how you got there. So that's harbors.
Really separate ships and train beds?
Yes. So yeah. Hope that helps clarify that. As a 2-player game, so according to the stream, it was an hour and like an hour and 20 minutes playtime. Not even playtime, because I took the first 20 minutes to set up and teach you guys.
When we were chatting.
So if Steve and I were playing this as a 2-player game, we could probably easily play this in under an hour, which honestly, I feel is about on par with a normal Ticket to Ride if we were both playing it. Maybe 45 minutes for a normal TTR for the two of us.
So maybe slightly longer.
Just like a little bit. But I can see how if you have more players, it's harder to get the cards that you need. So you're spending a lot more time in the market and doing workarounds than if...
That's how they say 50 of 32 and 33.
Yeah. Why can't you hit a moving target, Steve? I don't understand. There are extra card slots in this box, which makes me somewhat hopeful for the potential of an expansion, though I honestly don't know how they would expand it. So it's an interesting thing. But yeah, so the world is just very similar. It just has a different layout. You get 60 pieces instead of 50, and you get to pick how many of those, again, that you want to be trains and how many of them you want to be ships. So yeah, there's also I'm just going to show you on the one small segment of the board. So there's also these new pieces which take pairs of cards. It's hard to see, but they have a special symbol inside, and they take a pair of matching cards. So to complete the route, you just need a number of pairs, but the pairs don't have to match the other pairs. They just have to match each other. It's because they're great distances, and so you're using. And then for each pair of cards, you only put down one train. So yeah, so that is Ticket to Ride Rails and Sails. Thank you for watching. Also, the world map, I would say it wraps around the board.
Like Lunar Rails.
There's arrows that say like this route connects this route, so you have to pay attention on the world map to be like, oh, that route's not 7, it's 9, because there's 2 on the other side of the world, which is kind of cool. So yeah. You could extend from a few cities to terminate at 1 to be able to get the Harbit, but your tickets would have to match for that. So yeah. So that's that. But I'm going to end this stream, and then I'm going to change the title of it to Tiffany and Steve Play Ticket to Ride First Journeys, because I think we're going to play that. Are you down to play it? It takes like 20 minutes.
What did the train with allergies say?
Achoo! Choo-choo.
Achoo.
Achoo. Are you down to, do you want to play Ticket to Ride First Journeys? Alright, cool. So I'm going to stop this stream if you want to keep watching. Just hang out on this URL, and it will start again when we're ready to play. It should only be a couple minutes.
Scene change.
Yep. Alright. Thanks for watching.